can tell by your eyes that you've probably been crying forever. And the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror. I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart. But if I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart?
Oh my heart. Whoa, what an impressive song. What a beautiful tune and what romantic verses. Great words, Stuart, and you're absolutely right. Knowing a girl absolutely means breaking one's heart. Hi dear students, I'm Ali Al-Khushani, teacher of English language in Ibn Sina High School, Gulmim. And welcome again to this new episode, new video of your program, Arabic, English or both. تحية تربوية للتلاميذ ومرحبا في عرض فيديو جديد من سلسلة العربية الإنجليزية أو كلاهما. Our lesson in this video is in the section of grammar. It's about gerund, infinitive or both. A bit confusing lesson. Students have to make efforts to memorize some lists of verbs. درسنا اليوم من خلال هذا الفيديو في مكون قواعد النحوية والنحو grammar، والموضوع هو gerund, infinitive or both، يعني gerund, infinitive أو كلاهما. سنحاول ترجمة مصطلح infinitive and gerund من خلال تعريفنا لكل منهما على حدة. To know gerund, let's consider the following definition. Definition runs as follows. A gerund is a verbal form that consists of a verb plus ing. So a gerund is a verb form, which means we have the form of a verb and we add ing plus ing. And examples, we have cooking, so you see the verb which is cook and we add ing to the verb. The same for fishing, fishing, reading. So this is a gerund. We have a verb and ing. For the function of the gerund, a gerund, though is considered as a verb form, it does the functions of a noun. Therefore, it may function as subject, object of a preposition, or subject complement. So for the functions, we have gerund, though even if it's a verb form, it has got the form of the verb, but it is considered as a noun, which means that it plays the role of a noun. And we know that the noun can play different roles, of course. It can play the role of subject, it can be object of a verb, object of a preposition, and a subject complement. إذا نحاول مرة أخرى ترجمة محتوى هذا التعريف. gerund أو المصدر كما تمت الإشارة إلى ذلك. المصدر هو verb form، هو شكل من الفعل that consists of، والذي يتكون من verb زائد ing، يعني verb plus ing. والأمثلة هي cook cooking يعني الطبخ، fish fishing الصيد، and reading قراءة. فيما يخص الوظائف functions، الوظائف اللي كيأديها هذا المصدر، فهو بالرغم أنه الشكل ديالو يعني مشتق من الفعل، فهو كنعتبروه كاسم، وبالتالي كيأدي الدور ديال الاسم. noun. Gerund though is considered as a verb form واخا عنده الشكل ديال الverb, it does the functions of a noun. كيدير الدور ديال الاسم. Therefore it may function as وبالتالي فهو يمكن أن يوظف ك subject فاعل. And let's read the example. We have reading enriches our vocabulary. Reading enriches our vocabulary. القراءة تغني المعجم اللغوي ديالنا. Reading, this is subject. And of course we have enriches the verb and our vocabulary, which is object. Now we can have the gerund as object. Object of a verb, of course. When you say, for example, I like reading English novels, or just I like reading English novels. I like what? I like reading English novels. This is an object. This is direct object. And just for your to pay your attention, if you want to know the object in a sentence, we ask the question what? What do I like? I like reading English novels. إذن فالمصدر I like reading English. أحب قراءة الرواية الإنجليزية. أحب ماذا؟ أحب قراءة الرواية الإنجليزية. فهنا قراءة يعني المصدر اللي هو reading كيلعب الدور ديال مفعول به. ممكن كذلك أنه يلعب الدور ديال مفعول به ديال preposition ديال حرف جر. Object of a preposition. Prepositions in English are different. We have for examples in, on, at, off, about, up, down, etc. etc. Now after the preposition, of course, we have gerund, and we say that this gerund is object of the preposition. مباشرة بعد الحرف الجر كيكون عندنا gerund، وهاد الجيرند هذا المصدر هذا كنسميوه مفعول به ديال البريبوزيسيون ديال الحرف الجر. So object of preposition we have the example. They are talking about leaving the country. They're talking about leaving the country. They are talking. This is present continuous and not gerund. This is not gerund. هنا ما نديروش واحد الخلط لأن they are talking هذا present continuous ماشي gerund. This is tense هذا زمن. They are talking about leaving. Leaving is the gerund. It is written in yellow color. About leaving. يتحدثوا حول مغادرة هنا هو المصدر اللي تنهضروا عليه أو هو مكتوب باللون الأصفر. مغادرة البلد. هاد مغادرة فهي هنا في هذه الجملة مفعول ديال about. Object of the preposition about. And the last thing is when the gerund plays the role of subject complement. هنا subject complement نقدر نقول بأنه في العربية هو مثلا خبر. My favorite pastime is fishing. My favorite pastime is fishing. هوايتي المفضلة أو الشيء الذي أحب أن يعني أمارسه في وقت الفراغ هو الصيد. is fishing. Fishing here is subject complement. هنا fishing هو بمثابة خبر. So this for the definition and the functions of gerund. Next is the infinitive and the question, what is an infinitive? In English, an infinitive is 2 plus a verb. 2 plus a verb. Examples: to walk, to play, to live, to learn, and to love. So an infinitive simply means the verb when it's not conjugated. The verb as it is. And we can we can differentiate between two infinitives. We have complete infinitive, which means to plus the verb. This is complete infinitive. To walk, to play. These are full or complete infinitives. And we have bare infinitive. Bare infinitive is just the verb without to. A verb without to. Walk, for example. Play, live, learn, love. These are bare infinitive. إذن الانفينيتيف في الترجمة ديالو في العربية حتى هو كذلك يترجم بالمصدر
المقصود بالانفينيتيف هو الفعل في الإنجليزية، الفعل حين لم يخضع لأي تصريف، يعني الفعل ما صرفناهش كما هو. والفعل في الإنجليزية في حالة يعني باقي ما تصرفش كيكون to البريبوزيشن to وزائد الفعل، وهذا كيتسمى يعني مصدر كامل full infinitive. وممكن يكون عندنا فقط الفعل example walk without to ما كايناش to وكيتسمى bare infinitive. bare هي زعما بحال مثلا شي حاجه حافيه، كنقولوا barefoot or bare feet ارجل حافيه. we say bare bread خبز مثلا حافي، لو بغينا نترجموا من بعد الترجمه. anyway, so this is the infinitive.
After defining gerund and infinitive, now the central idea and the main idea in the lesson as a whole is the fact that there are certain verbs that should be followed by gerunds, other verbs should be followed by infinitives, and other verbs can be followed by both gerund or infinitive. إذن في التصنيف ديالنا الفكرة المحورية اللي كيدور عليها الدرس ديال gerund and infinitive هو أنه ضرورة نردوا البال أن هناك أفعال تكون ضرورة متبوعة gerunds، أفعال أخرى ضرورة تكون متبوعة infinitive، وأفعال قابلة باش تكون متبوعة إما gerund وإما infinitive، يعني بكلاهما ما عندهم ما كاين التفرق. So we have verbs that are followed by gerunds, we have certain verbs followed by infinitives, and other verbs can be followed by both gerund and infinitive. For the next we have a list of such verbs. بالتالي عندنا لائحة كتجرد المجموعة من الأمثلة من هذه الأفعال في التصنيفات الثلاثة اللي قلنا. The following chart is divided into 3 columns. So we have in the first column we have verbs followed are before gerunds, and second we have verbs before infinitives, and the third we have verbs before both gerunds and infinitives. إذا كتشوفوا بأن الجدول مقسم لثلاثة الخانات. الخانة الأولى فيها الأفعال المتبوعة بالجيرند، الخانة الثانية الأفعال المتبوعة بإنفينيتيف، والخانة الثالثة فيها الأفعال اللي كتحتمل كل من الإنفينيتيف والجيرند. So for verbs followed or before in gerunds، الأفعال اللي كتكون متبوعة بالجيرند أو الأفعال اللي كتكون قبل من الجيرندز أو نفس الشيء. The first verb imagine يتخيل، admit يتقبل، admit for example doing a mistake يعترف أنه دار خطأ، avoid يتجنب، dislike يكره، consider يعتبر to say to take into consideration تأخذ بعين الاعتبار or to consider. we have enjoy تستمتع، finish تنهي تكمل تتم، regret تتحسر أو تندم، suggest admit is repeated again. we have suggest يقترح، and remember we can use it in both cases. We can use it with verbs followed by gerunds and verbs followed by infinitive. We'll see an example especially with the verb remember and stop when we come to verbs followed by gerunds and infinitives. We have the verb help, stop again, same case with the remember يتذكر، help يساعد، stop يتوقف، and spend يقضي. Next list of verbs we have decide يقرر، begin again. We can use it in the list where we can have gerund and infinitive. begin يبدأ كذلك هو فعل يحتمل أن يتبع ب infinitive or gerund. agree يتفق، ask يسأل أو يطلب، expect يتوقع، manage يتدبر، attempt يحاول، learn يتعلم، promise يعد، need يحتاج، neglect يهمش، hope يتمنى، intend
ينوي and plan يخطط. And the last category of verbs followed by gerunds and infinites, both of them. الخانة الثالثة تتعلق بالأفعال اللي ممكن تكون متبوعة ب gerund or infinitive. begin يبدأ، continue يستمر، like يحب، love it's the same thing، try يحاول، start يبدأ، prefer يفضل، stop يتوقف، hate يكره، and pretend يتظاهر. So this is all concerning the verbs, list of verbs for the three categories. Now we'll see some other additions and some exceptions, some details.
As a nota bene, some verbs can be used with both gerund and infinitive with no difference in meaning. Some verbs can be used with both gerund and infinitive with no difference in meaning. This means that we can use some verbs with both gerund and infinitive, and the meaning of these verbs remain the same in both cases. They do not change, or the meaning does not change. The idea will be more clear when studying the following examples. الملاحظة تقول أن هناك أفعال يمكن استعمالها مع gerund and infinitive مع محافظة هذه الأفعال بمعناها الأصلي، يعني بدون أن يكون هناك أي اختلاف في استعمالها لا مع gerund ولا مع infinitive. لأنه عندنا حالة فاش كيختلف نفس الفعل كيختلف في استعماله مع gerund كيختلف مع استعماله مع infinitive. سأوضح الفكرة كثيرا، سأوضح كثيرا بعد دراسة الأمثلة التالية. Examples. The first example with the verb begin, and here we have began in the past. So the child began to cry. The child began to cry. The child began crying. So here we have the verb begin in the past, began with the infinitive to cry, and began with the gerund crying, and the meaning is the same. Yeah? There is no difference between began with infinitive and begin with a gerund. Another example is the verb like. The verb like. We say, I like to play soccer. Soccer is football. And I like playing soccer. Like to play soccer. I like playing soccer. So here, as you see, like is used with the infinitive to play, and it is used with the gerund playing, and it's almost the same meaning. There is no difference between the first like with infinitive and like with a gerund. إذا قلنا في هذه الأمثلة عندنا الفعل في الجمل في الأمثلة الأولى هو began يعني يبدأ، هنا في الماضي الفعل هو أصلا begin with I، هنا began with A. and we have the child began to cry، الطفل بدأ الصراخ، يصرخ بدأ يصرخ the infinitive. and the child began crying، والطفل بدأ الصراخ. يعني في هذا هنايا الفعل نفس المعنى began، يعني ما اختلفش المعنى ديالهم بين استعماله مع الانفينيتيف واستعماله مع الجيرند، فهو يعطي نفس المعنى. نفس الشيء مع الفعل like، أحب ويحب. I like to play soccer، أحب لعب أن ألعب الفعل كرة القدم. and I like playing، أحب لعب كرة القدم. إذن هنا كذلك واخا اختلف الاستعمال ديال like مع gerund and مع infinitive، نفس المعنى كيأدي في كلتا الحالتين. والآن غادي نمروا لحالة أخرى. Still in the nota bene, other verbs are used with both gerunds and infinitives, but with different meanings. Other verbs are used with both gerunds and infinitives, but with different meanings. So this is completely the opposite of the first case. Here we have the same verb, but with different meanings. الملاحظة الثانية تقول أنه في المقابل الحالة الأولى وهناك أفعال تستعمل مع gerund ومع الانفينيتيف، لكن في هذه الحالة معنى الفعل يختلف في كلتا الحالتين، يختلف من حالة إلى أخرى. Let's study the following examples as illustration. He stopped to smoke. We have the verb stop used with gerund and with infinitive. So in the first example, he stopped to smoke. Here we have stop with infinitive to smoke. When we say he stopped to smoke, so this means that he stopped in order to smoke. He stopped so as to smoke. These two expresses here purpose. And he stopped smoking. He stopped smoking. This is completely different to the first, the meaning of stop in the first sentence. He stopped smoking. This means that he gave up smoking. He does not smoke anymore. So you see, we have the same verb when used with the infinitive, and it is used with the gerund, but the meaning differs completely from one case to another. إذن كما رأينا أن عندنا مثال فعل توقف وحين نستعمله مع الجيرند ومع الانفينيتيف. في الحالة الأولى he stopped to smoke، توقف ليدخن، بمعنى أنه توقف لكي يدخن، توقف لأجل أن يدخن. في الحالة الثانية he stopped smoking، هنا بحال كنقولوا توقف عن التدخين، توقف عن التدخين. he stopped smoking بمعنى أقلع عن التدخين، وهكذا كنشوفوا بأنه عندنا نفس الفعل stop ولكن بمعنى مختلف في حالة استعماله مع الانفينيتيف وفي حالة استعماله مع gerund. Another example is with the verb remember, when used with infinitive and when used with a gerund. So we will say, for example, I remember to do the homework. I remember to do the homework. And I remember doing the homework. Here, the same verb but different meanings. So in the first case, I remember to do my homework. Then here, first comes the verb remember. I remember then to do my homework, which means that I haven't done my homework yet. And I remember that I should do it. This is the meaning in the first case. Now, in the second case with the gerund, I remember doing the homework, which means that I did the homework and then I remember. So the meaning here is something like I remember that I did the homework. I remember doing the homework. I remember that I did the homework. So did the homework first and then remember. إذن حالة أخرى وهي مثال بالفعل تذكر، عندنا في نفس الفعل تذكر مع infinitive وتذكر مع gerund، ولكن في الحالة بجوج المعنى كيختلف. هذا المعنى ديال تذكر كيختلف بحيث أنه ملي كنقولوا تذكرت أن أقوم أن أنجز التمارين، وتذكرت إنجاز التمارين. في الحالة الأولى تذكرت أن أنجز التمارين يعني مازال ما نجزت التمارين، وتذكرت بأني خصني ننجز التمارين. I remember to do the homework and I remember doing. هنا تذكرت إنجاز التمارين بمعنى أنجزت التمارين، وتذكرت أنني أنجزت التمارين. وهكذا كنشوفوا أنه تذكر في نفس الفعل ولكن بمعنى مختلف أو الفكرة مختلفة باختلاف الكلمة اللي تابعة remember، هل هي infinitive أو هي gerund. These are some expressions usually followed by gerund. The first expression be busy means be occupied or be on the go. So he is busy doing his homework. You see here, he's busy plus gerund, doing. Can't bear, can't stand, can't support. I can't bear waiting. I can't bear waiting. Again, we have the gerund written with the yellow color. It's no use or it's useless. There's no, you get no positive result. It's no use trying to convince him. It's no use trying is gerund. It's not or it's worth. It's worth or it's not worth, which means it deserves or it does not deserve. It's worth watching. The film, for example, is worth watching, or the film is not worth watching. Would you mind? Mind here is like a refuse. Would you refuse? Would you mind opening the window, please? Would you mind opening the window, please? So here again, opening. And look forward, which means that you like to something to happen in the future and you just miss it. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to hearing from you. So here again we have the expression look forward to hearing. Hearing, this is a gerund. إذن هذه مجموعة من التعابير التي غالبا ما تكون متبوعة بالجيرند. التعبير الأول هو be busy، يعني تكون مشغول. He is busy doing his homework. هو مشغول في إنجاز العمل المنزلي، التمارين المنزلية. doing. can't bear، لا يستحمل، لا تطيق. I can't bear waiting، لا أطيق الانتظار أو لا أحتمل الانتظار. It's no use trying to convince him. It's no use. It's no use trying to convince him. يعني لا نفع لا جدوى. Trying to convince him. في محاولة إقناعه. It's or it's not worth. يستحق أو لا يستحق. It's worth or it's not worth. The film, for example, the film is worth watching. The film يستحق المشاهدة. Or the film is not worth watching. لا يستحق المشاهدة. Would you mind؟ هل تمانع؟ So, would you mind opening the window, please? Would you mind opening the window, please? إذن هل تمانع فتح النافذة من فضلك؟ So here, if you accept, this is a request. If you accept the request, you say, no, I don't mind, and just go and you open the door. But if you refuse, so you say just yes, sorry, I don't mind, for example. And we have look forward. هي أطلع إلى يعني أنتظر بشوق. I look forward to hearing from you. أطلع إلى السماع يعني سماع أخبارك. هذه مجموعة من التعابير التي غالبا ما تكون متبوعة بالجرند. To evaluate what we have seen so far, this is an exercise. With some verbs, it's possible to use both the gerund and infinitive. Do the exercise by choosing the right answer. Write G for gerund, INF or N for infinitive, B for both. إذن كتمرين لتقويم ما درسناه، هذا التمرين يقول أنه هناك أفعال ممكن أن تستعملها مع gerund مع infinitive. ينجز التمرين التالي باختيارك إما الجواب الجيرند أو جواب infinitive أو كلاهما، وذلك بوضع G بالنسبة للجيرند، inf بالنسبة للإنفينيتيف، وB بالنسبة للبوت يعني كلاهما. والتمرين يقول Number 1. Don has finished do his homework. So do here. What form should it have? Okay, is it gerund? Is it infinitive? Or you can put the two. I mean gerund and infinitive. Number 2. We expect hear from him very soon. We expect hear from him very soon. Number 3. Tom has given up smoke. Tom has given up smoke. Number 4. John's car began make a terrible noise. John's car began to make a terrible noise. Number 5 and last, I like fish. إذا التمرين هو كالتالي. الجملة رقم 1: Don has finished his homework. Don انتهى من الفعل أنجز his homework العمل المنزلي. إذن هذيك دو واش غنديرها gerund واش غنديرها infinitive ولا تقبيل الحالتين يعني gerund and infinitive. Number 2 رقم 2: We expect hear from him very soon. نتوقع أن سمع من طرفهم من عنده very soon عاجلا. So here again it's the same question, gerund, infinitive or both. Number 3: Tom has given up smoke. Tom أقلع عن smoke, gerund, infinitive or both, again same. Number 4: John's car began make a terrible noise. سيارة جون بدأت تصدر a terrible noise ضجيج اللي هو فظيع. And number 5 and last خامسا وأخيرا I like fish. أحب أن السمك والصيد. Gerund, infinitive or both. The exercise is so easy. It's really very easy. It's a piece of cake, as we say. And you should do it with flying colors. So go for it. Dear students, there's a lot to say about gerunds and infinitives, and I hope I said all that is important. So far, this is all for our lesson in this video. Thank you for watching. If you find the video interesting, please don't forget to press like, share it with your friends, and subscribe in the channel. Thank you again, and goodbye.
I can tell by your eyes that you've probably been crying forever. And the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you.